BitBoy Crypto.
We can't let anybody else find out who we are. My eyes are up here. I personally would not advise that strategy. So stupid. Yeah. Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird, how to make money in crypto.
Oh, you're killing me.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the People's Channel, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all of the interwebs. My name is Ben. No channel works harder to keep you in the know about crypto. Did that out of order. My name is Ben. It is 10:34 a.m. Eastern 10:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Friday, March 18th at 75 degrees, and it is a storm in here. We're having a bad storm, so if you guys hear the rain, that would be what it's for. I think that guys, a little bit late today. Had to go to the chiropractor this morning. Shout out to Dr. Deb. Hooked it up, having a little back issue, but we're a-okay. TJ out of the studio. TJ's on vacation.
Yep.
TJ will be back on Tuesday, actually. So you're today and Monday, I think, right, J Chains?
That is correct. I'm
we
here.
got J Chains in the house filling out. Longtime friend of the show, J Chains.
Thanks,
You guys
man.
can check him out on Meta Money. Bitcoin, I have no idea what the price of Bitcoin is right now. It's going to be like a fun show because I'm going to guess at what the price of Bitcoin. If I were to guess, I'd say it's at $40,600. That's just a total guess. Let's see what it is actually. $40,633. I have not checked this price in hours, just so everybody knows.
How do you feel about that? You remember the days where it'd be like every couple minutes you'd refresh?
Yeah. It is, dude. Thank God it's Ben and not DC. That's so rude.
Dimitri with the $5.
Dimitri, thank you for the Canadian dollars, but my goodness, we love DZ. DZ does a great job filling out for us, so or filling me up. No, filling me out. No, filling in for me. That's what he does for me. So we love DZ. DZ does a great job. So, guys, what were we talking about, TJ or J Chains? TJ Chains.
TJ Chains. Yeah, we're going to talk about
price of Bitcoin being so boring right now.
Crypto stuff. Yeah, we'll talk crypto.
Yeah. I mean, guys, the fact is that when it comes to Bitcoin right now, and when we're thinking about the future of where all this is going, I mean, look, it's very possible we're waiting for this halving at this point. I do think we've got a great chance to go up by the end of the year. I think we might see something different than we've seen before. Let me tell you what I think we could see. This is just pure speculation on my part.
This is a BitBoy opinion.
This is a BitBoy opinion. We could see something different than we've ever seen before. We could actually see Bitcoin, I think, head back to all-time highs before the halving in 2024, and then the halving would supercharge it, and we could see finally, after all of these years. Dimitri said he was joking. He said he loves DZ. Thank you for that.
That was a $10 joke.
Yeah, it was a $10 joke, 10 Canadian dollars, so like $7.50.
Okay.
But what we could see is we could finally see the long-awaited super cycle, right? To where Bitcoin gets back to an all-time high, and then the halving supercharges it, and we get the price of Bitcoin going to catch up to those numbers that we thought it was going to hit during the last cycle. Some people thought it was going to hit $400,000 or $500,000. Of course, we didn't get close to that. But could we see that in the next cycle, which sets us up for $1 million Bitcoin in the next 10 to 12 years? That would be pretty fantastic. I think a lot of people would love that for sure. So why am I ignoring the gorilla in the room? We sold all our ApeCoin. Basically, Justin Williams messaged me yesterday and said he had a baby, by the way.
Did you see the picture? She's so cute.
So cute. So glad both Justins here have had a baby in the last, how old is your baby? Six months, 8 months?
5, 6 months, something like that.
5, 6 months. In the last 6 months, we got 2 babies here in the office. So fantastic. Everything went great with that. Congratulations to Justin Williams. So he texted me yesterday morning. He said, hey, we got 24 ETHs worth of ApeCoin. I sold it all for you. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good, And the price doubled.
Yeah, I kind of missed the boat on that one myself.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to go back down a little bit more.
Yeah, so I didn't have control of that situation. Justin sold it, but I would have probably sold half of it, but it is what it is at this point. ApeCoin is not Dogecoin. I want to be clear about this. I don't believe that this is a meme coin by any stretch of the imagination. This will have real utility. This is a gigantic community. I found out, did you know Tony from Journey Crypto has 100 Bored Apes?
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing people say.
Whoa, I didn't know
100 Bored Apes? My gosh.
That's
Man,
big time.
they were saying he got $8 million worth of airdrop.
Jeez Louise.
That's insane. Congratulations to Tony, if that's
Yeah.
true. My gosh.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So, all right, let's go and get started on the show here. We actually ticked down. We lost like 100 subscribers yesterday, so we're down to 1.44 million. Let's try to get that back up. If you've unsubscribed for the channel and you're watching, hit that subscribe button. What the heck are you doing? 821.6K. And by the way, that's a reflection, if you guys haven't noticed about how these numbers kind of work, is people are leaving crypto left and right. They're leaving by droves. And that's why a lot of people are unsubscribing. It's not just my channel. All the channels are going through it. Altcoin Daily hasn't grown in a while, according to Social Blade. Coin Bureau, his numbers have dropped dramatically. He had a video that had like 20,000 views on it. He was getting 400,000 views a video there at one point. So, also Alex Becker has not made a video in over a month, which is pretty interesting because he was on pace to pass us at some point as well. But those are indications of bear market in crypto, guys. So when we've been telling you, regardless of whether we make those new lows or not, this is definitely some semblance of a bear market that we're in. And you see that in the attention and the people that pay attention to crypto. So if you're still here, I really encourage you, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, but also don't leave. Whether you go watch other channels or whatever, do not leave crypto. That is the important message to you because, it took me, I made this tweet on Twitter the other day.
Is that where you made it?
I made the tweet on Twitter.
Nice.
It took me 9 years from the first day I ever bought Bitcoin to become a Bitcoin million or a millionaire in crypto. It took me 9 years. It would have taken me 3 if I knew what I was doing. If I knew what I was doing, I would have been a crypto millionaire in 3 years, if not shorter than that. Maybe even 1 year if I really knew what I was doing when I first got in. But I just got in and kind of like fooled around and wasn't trying to get educated, wasn't learning, wasn't keeping up what's going on. People today, they have no excuse. You've got all the resources, all the information that you need at your fingertips to become successful in crypto. So this guy who said that, Felix Cepeda says, I hate the banks too much to leave crypto. I love that. And by the way, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Number one thing you can do to help out is a member of the BitSquad and show you're still here in crypto. So 821,000 followers here on the Twitter's verse. Make sure you are following us there. Of course, 445K here. All right, we got 1.83. Is that correct number? Is that right?
Yeah, it dropped yesterday too.
Wow, 1.83 trillion. So that's good news. 85 billion in volume. I know 2 days ago when I was here is 1.7. So pretty big move. Bitcoin dominance down 42.1%. ETH coming in 33.5 Paraguays will send you an ETH transaction. Bitcoin right now, it's on the move a little bit. $40,782 down just a shade. It went almost to 42 yesterday from what I believe. Up 4%. Ethereum, look at that, heading back to $3,000. Up 11% for the week. Ethereum is something we're going to once again be putting a major focus on. It is time for people to start paying attention to Ethereum again. I do believe that as we head towards the merge over the summer. BNB approaching $400 again. What's XRP doing for my XRP Army folks here? XRP up 7% for the week at 78 cents. So pretty good, down 1% for the day. Why do they show this stuff? Like, why do they even put this stuff at the top?
I don't. It's like they're trying to get people wrecked. I think
it really is. I mean, if we were to go here and we were to actually look at, let's say, Piggy Finance, I bet you it's ranked like number 1,700, and the market cap is like $800,000.
Yeah, and there's not enough liquidity to sell.
Let's see what's at.
Bag of it.
Market cap, $84,000. Excuse me, ranked 3,165. I gave it way too much credit. I mean, the fact that CoinMarketCap promotes these coins at the top that are all basically scams, meme coins. And I don't really think specific about Piggy Finance. It may or may not be a scam. I don't know. All that I'm saying is it's ridiculous for CoinMarketCap to entertain people with these at the top. It's absolutely ridiculous. ApeCoin, look at that, up 47%, $12.75. A lot of people were thinking about buying that thing at $15. That would have been a mistake. I would be looking to buy it back around $7 or $8. Somebody said now Piggy Finance is going to blow up probably.
I like $2 to the $5 range for ApeCoin. That's what I'm waiting for. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Mina coming in at 18.87%. Aave up 5.86%. We are working on portfolio video. Will be out, I think, on Tuesday. Aave, a coin that we've moved on from. I'll be honest, we have moved on from Aave. So just so everybody knows that. So we got some 5% gainers, some stuff kind of around that range. Thorchain still correcting down to 8%. So there we go. Frank, you want to come on up here and check out what's going on in Frankie's world here?
We love when Frank pops up here.
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a good Friday. TGIF, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we got a lot to look at today. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Ethereum. And then we're going to take a look at a couple of other things that we've been bringing up recently on the stream.
Can you make that full screen, please?
Oh, yeah. Let me just do a little resize here.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Boom. All right. Okay, so we're actually not going to start on the weekly today. Weekly kind of looks the same. No, the red dot has disappeared, so we are left with just a green dot here. VWAP above the 0 line, starting to curve down, but as of right now, still got that green dot. Moving on to the daily, right? So this is kind of where, all the juice is. So we have this symmetrical triangle as we've showed in the past, right? Now we're coming up to the apex of this pattern, right? We're coming to the tip of this pattern. This thing is probably going to play out pretty soon here, whether it is to the upside or the downside. Now, if you look down at Market Cipher B here, we have the money flow is, this is as close as it gets, guys. This thing wants to cross over to the upside. Again, you gotta be aware that you could see something like this where you just come above the 0 line into a green wave and then right back down into the red, right? But typically these green money flow crossovers on the daily are pretty powerful. And I think this is one of the things that could push us past this key resistance level at 41,950. And then hopefully if we can crack this resistance, flip it into support, come test the top of this ascending triangle. And this range is between 44 and 45K. And this would be the 5th time that we are testing this top of the triangle. And I think this is where, we could see that breakout and get a little bit of a rally. And then obviously we've shown this in the past. The targets are this golden pocket here at about 55K, right? So somewhere in this area, you would be seeing some pretty serious resistance. Let me turn off Market Cipher A so we could see a little better. But yeah, target down here or up here at the golden pocket about 55K. And if we do break to the downside, we do have a golden pocket down here at about, this is coming about 28, close to 29K. So, and then on the lower time frames, just moving down here to the 4-hour, right? 4-hour money flow coming down. But if we come down to these lower time frames, kind of wish-washy, just binging and bonging sideways here on the money flow for the 3-hour. And then the 2-hour, right? Money flow starting to curve up. 1 hour, money flow generally coming out, but what was it, the 30-minute? Yeah, green money flow crossover on the 30-minute. Basically what I'm looking for as a trader, coming from the perspective of a trader, let me go back to the daily so we can zoom out a little bit. I'm waiting to see if we're getting, we could get rejected. We are basically, we're getting pretty close to the top of this symmetrical triangle. Could short it back down to the bottom of this triangle. But, looking at Market Cipher B, I am holding off a little bit. I want to see if we can make it up to this 41,950 level. That's going to be pretty strong resistance there. But let's go ahead and just take a look at ETH real quick, as Ben was talking about. Similar setup to Bitcoin with the symmetrical triangle. Let me grab my little grabber tool here. Yeah, coming up to the top of the symmetrical triangle, coming in at about 28. Let me switch to regular candles to get the exact price. 28.85. So yeah, I think there's a good chance that we can hit about 3K, by the end of this month. Or maybe even more. I think we could actually come up a little more. So hopefully we could see that for Ethereum, right? Daily money flow crossed over into the green. These are typically very powerful, obviously. So I think we could see that come up, a decent amount. And then coming over to the DXY, we have been keeping an eye on this. Let me switch back to Heikinashi candles. Now, let me come to the 4-hour. So yeah, we rejected this resistance at about 99. Twice, he came up here, rejected, came up here, rejected. We are now bouncing off the golden pocket and then found resistance here at about 96, and we're coming back down. We want this to break down to see, some more upside for Bitcoin. We need this to break down. Hopefully we can crack this golden pocket and have this crash down. So, and then just real quick before I leave you guys, looking at the SPY. Now, we did draw this trend line a few days ago on the stream. We were looking for it. It looked like it wanted to break out, and we indeed did get a breakout. So this is bullish, right? If we can continue to see the S&P 500 come up, that would be bullish for Bitcoin. I think it could drag Bitcoin up with it. They have been correlated in the recent past. So keeping an eye on this is definitely a good sign. So I think it's all I got.
No. Can you talk for like 2 more minutes?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Talk for 2 more minutes.
Okay. All right. Ben has left us. Okay. Yeah. So basically, with the S&P 500, like I said, it's kind of tied to Bitcoin in the recent past. So we need this to break up. So basically, we want the S&P 500 to go up, and we need the U.S. dollar index to come down, right? So I guess let's go ahead and let's see. Yeah, let's pull up Bitcoin again. And let me come on over to the daily. Yeah, so as far as, let's come down to some of these lower time frames here. I did miss out on ApeCoin, guys. So, oh, he's back quicker than we thought. All right. Well, watch the S&P, watch the DXY to the ground. Bang, bong.
Bang, bong. Thank you, Frank. That's right. Had to go. We had a thumbnail issue here. No, I was not going to the restroom. I had to talk to a designer. That's what I had to do. Okay, let me pull this back up here, boys and girls.
Tell me when you're ready.
Tell you when I'm ready. Tell you when I'm ready. I'm ready.
Bing bong.
Okay. All right. Just kind of continue market watch. Bitcoin price remains supported. Kind of what, similar to what Frankie was saying here. We are not falling back below 40,000. So good news there on that front. Bullish Bitcoin structure remains intact despite a stalling rally. So we definitely still do have some stuff on the chart showing we may have possible upside. Bitcoin holding 40,000 as on balance volume hits at a multi-month Bitcoin price breakout. And this is where things get to really start to get exciting because, if we go here to Twitter, I want to check out here what old Willie Woo was talking about. I think yesterday, I don't know why that says Willie Woo. There he is. How is he not verified on Twitter? He's about to hit 1 million followers here. Pretty nice. He was way further ahead of us than that. We're like kind of catching up to him a little bit. Pretty good. Okay, let me see if I can find what he said here. Basically, the long and the short, here it is, right here. Crypto markets are now at a full reset. The last time was October 2020. Now, what happened in October 2020? Bitcoin started moving back to all-time highs. In November, it would challenge all-time highs, going back up to $19,000. And then, of course, in December, I think it was December 17th, I believe, we finally broke through. Maybe it was December 12th, somewhere in that range. And we finally went back above all-time highs, above $20,000, and it did not slow down. And that's why I'm pretty, these are reasons why I'm pretty excited about the potential for seeing a break from the traditional Bitcoin cycles. But I want to be clear here. Okay, Bitcoin cycles held through the last cycle. They held through November for 100%, almost exactly what we thought we would see for years, other than it just did not go as high as we thought it would go. The Bitcoin cycles will always, maybe not always, but they will remain intact in terms of the halving, the supply and demand that goes along with the reduction in the production of Bitcoin will continue to have an effect on the price. Doesn't always mean we're going to see the same highs and lows, but the Bitcoin halving drives the price of Bitcoin up. So if we do get a break from traditionally what we've seen in bear markets, and we see a shorter bear market and then more upside towards the beginning of the bull run, which could potentially be beginning this summer. May is a month I have particularly targeted. June, July, some also good targets. That means if we can head back up, that means the Bitcoin halving is going to supercharge that cycle. We could be looking at something we've only dreamed about coming in the next 4 years. Rich Dad Poor Dad author says Russia-Ukraine war making crypto a better safe haven than fiat currencies. No surprise there. Win Hamburglar costume a month ago. That was when it was. Who do I want to win, or who do I like to win March Madness? I got Auburn winning the whole thing. Auburn versus Duke, I got in my championship game. So Gonzaga almost lost to Georgia State yesterday, who's pulled off some big upsets in the tournament. But anyways.
Little inside tip on college basketball.
Yeah.
I pray for Gonzaga to lose every game they play.
Okay. So that's positive. They've never won the national championship.
Yep.
Investor and personal finance author Robert Kiyosaki says the Russian invasion of Ukraine has drastically changed how the world views Bitcoin. Absolutely. It's transformed into a safe haven. He said, Bitcoin and War Investors Business Daily reports many Russians using Bitcoin as a lifeline after ruble collapse. 13% of Russians, 12% of Russians, and 8% of Americans own crypto. Many people put that number much more like 30% from what I've seen. Ukraine, that might be adults, maybe a specific range, but I've seen as high as 30%. Ukraine-Russian war giving rise to crypto as a safe haven, other than, of course, government fiat money. So we all know this. This is kind of all obvious stuff. If you're looking for bras, check out Notori Bras. Thank you for this advertisement, guys. I'm definitely not in the need of one right now. U.S. set stage for contentious Biden call with China's Xi. Blunt U.S. rhetoric heading into President Joe Biden's call with President Xi Jinping suggests that a meeting of the minds on Russia's brutality in Ukraine is unlikely and reflects the current bitter tensions between Washington and Beijing. Don't know if you guys covered this yesterday, but we have seen a dramatic shift, in the narrative around this war in terms of the United States and Russia. We've got Joe Biden straight up calling Vladimir Putin a war criminal, which obviously he is. We have Putin afraid he's getting threatening the United States yesterday. We also have Putin replacing thousands of staff members as he is now terrified he's going to be poisoned.
Jeez.
So they say China president's last name is pronounced Xi. Okay, I can make that adjustment. You're nuts if you think 30% of Americans own crypto. I think you're dead wrong there. There are numbers that have put it definitely between 25 and 30%. You are not early buying crypto. I'm sorry. If you're new in the last 6 months to a year, you're not early investing in crypto. You're early understanding crypto, because probably 80 to 85% of that, whatever the number is, of people that own crypto have no idea what it is. They just invested because it's popular. I know this number is high. I see people at the gym all the time tell me they just got into crypto. It's a much higher number than you think it is. What's the Robinhood? Robinhood, a big reason for that, because a lot of people got invested in stocks. And it's very easy if you're in stocks on Robinhood to move on over and buy some Bitcoin or Dogecoin. A lot of people own Dogecoin and nothing else. So, and I can back that up with numbers. That's not me just freeballing that 30% number. We've talked about it on the channel before.
I believe the term is spitballing.
What did I say?
Freeballing.
Freeball. Free spitballing. Spit freeballing.
Yeah.
There you go.
One of those.
Biden and Xi are due to speak at 9 a.m. On Friday. That is 3 hours ago. With the U.S. setting the stage or a stern warning that Chinese firms would pay a serious price if Beijing government heeds Russian President Vladimir Putin's pleas for military and economic aid. Guys, we are at a really, really pivotal point in this right now, where China and Russia are on the verge of completely partnering and coming against us. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, at the gym. I bench 300. What do you do, chump? Okay. Moving on here. American man killed in Ukraine while waiting in breadline, family says. Wow. Jim Hill of Idaho had been living in the capital city, Kiev, but went 2 hours north to Chernihiv to seek medical care for his partner, his family said. U.S. man was killed this week in Ukraine. Very sad. We're getting more and more Americans dying over in Ukraine. Russian tanks being sold on OpenSea for 250 ETH.
Jeez.
What in the world?
Wait, do you get the tank or is it just an NFT?
Yes, a farmer has these. I guess they crashed or they're not working or whatever. I would be really interested in, is all this real? Okay, well, there you go. All right, moving on here to ApeCoin. Bored Ape Yacht Club. Yeah, there's a video of me benching 300, you idiot. You can go check it out. We put it on maybe 6 months ago, you dummy. What do you bench? 45 pounds. Can you do the bar, bud? Why don't you put it in there?
Got him.
Yeah, got him. Many men would come up against this and not pass go. That's what I'll tell you. Bored Ape, Yacht Club's ApeCoin DAO airdrops millions of ape coins to NFT owners. You can tell I was listening to 50 Cent this morning. The name of the song is Many Men. Okay. During the last 24 hours, the crypto community has been discussing the launch of a new token called ApeCoin, released by the newly formed ApeCoin DAO. It launched a token exchange hands or 1036 per coin, but dropped more than 40% to 621. Since the token's all-time low and Bored Ape Yacht Club owners getting a sizable drop, price of Ape moved closer to the price it saw when it first came out. I think that's what you should be looking for. I would be looking for about $8 to be a good entry point personally. There's a new crypto token among 13,243 cryptos in existence, and it's already positioned itself in the top 10 or the top 100. How much do I squat? My all-time max is I did probably about 8 months ago is like 560. Probably could do 600 pretty easily, to be honest with you, but was launched after the creation of a decentralized autonomous organization called ApeCoin DAO, initiated by the firm Yuga Labs. According to the non-fungible token startup, the ApeCoin DAO will be managed by council members. Additionally, the formation of an ape foundation has been constructed in order to help manage the DAO's governance product. And I will tell you something. Ty says Ada Gang needs that bra link again. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Party Farm, you're probably better at golf than me. I'm taking lessons, but my golf instructor has, he's got bad kidney stones.
Oh, no.
He hasn't been able to do instructions in we haven't been able to do a lesson in like 4 months.
We were supposed to play today, but
we were supposed to play golf today. We were going this afternoon, but it did not happen, unfortunately. Here's what I really want you guys to pay attention to with this, to be honest with you. Everything you're seeing, all this excitement around Bored Apes and Bored Ape Yacht Club, this is all going to be shifting to CryptoPunks in the next 3 to 6 months, I believe. I believe that obviously Bored Apes, Yuga Labs behind them, they want CryptoPunks to be as vibrant of a community as Bored Apes. Right now, Bored Apes has all the attention. It's got the higher floor price. CryptoPunks has got the longevity. It's got the the credibility from being around for so long and being so consistent. And now with Yuga Labs behind them, what are they going to do with CryptoPunks? This is the big question. What we're seeing with ApeCoin, we could eventually see a punk coin. We see something similar. We could, of course, see ApeCoin kind of be the coin for both communities. So it doesn't necessarily mean that, we're going to see, we're going to see that a coin for CryptoPunks, but you're definitely going to see more utility. And I'm very excited that I own a Bored Ape and a CryptoPunk. Now, I don't own 100 of each. My gosh, that number blew me away.
That's insane.
100. He must have bought a lot of those like really, really, really early on. So, my boy Ben, aka Guy Fieri, Guy Fieri. I got to say his name correctly, I guess. Okay. Furthermore, the team said that 62% of the total ApeCoin supply will be allocated to the ApeCoin community. Airdrop consisting of 15% of the total supply will be available to NFT holders. And I saw they're actually opening this up to the public, right? I heard they were going to have 47% of this market bought, something like that. Is that something you've seen? Have you seen that at all?
Yeah, that, and I think like it was 10% or 9% for the team, for the founders, something like that. Yeah, there was DZ had talked about the allocation splits yesterday, and I believe the community was a pretty high one.
Yeah. People say they want to see my Bored Ape. Let me see if I can pull it up here. What is the name? Is it Unifty? Is that it?
Where you have all yours?
Where they here we go. Where they have the galleries, launch app. I don't have my CryptoPunk on here. Now, we have, hey, hon, how are you doing? Good to see you, hon. Can you bring me an energy drink? I didn't have one today. I know you can't tell. Let's see here.
Tell me when you're ready to take the Mac.
Let's see. There it is. Here it is. This is my Bored Ape right here. We call it the Easter Bunny. We also got a couple mutant apes. I think technically these are Justin and DZ's. I don't even think these are ours. I don't even know. Then of course, we got all our Pluto Alliance. We got our black holes and such there. So I actually don't think we own one of them. I gave one of our black holes to my father-in-law. So I don't think we own one of those anymore. So, or we own one, but we don't own both of them, I don't think. But yeah, there's our Ether Bunny. And then what is do you remember what our number of our CryptoPunk is?
I don't.
He's got the eye patch.
Yes.
He looks like Dan Crenshaw a little bit, which I really like because I like Dan Crenshaw.
He's cool, man.
Yeah, he's cool. Cool guy.
When he did his campaign video a couple years in Texas, he was putting together a squad of people to kind of campaign with him.
Yeah.
His trailer, his promo video was hot.
Love it. Love to hear. Speaking of politics, man, I tell you what, we are actually going to be meeting with the leader of one of the largest states in the country for their state government, which we'll be telling you more about that as it gets a little bit closer. But we will be meeting with the majority leader of a very, very, very important state. We're actually going to be going there and sitting down with them. They want to talk to us about crypto regulation. So, cool. And, kind of what that looks like in the future. Come on up, hun. Come on up and give this to me. Come on up, hun. Now, can you come on the camera? Hey, honey, how are you? Honey, is it true that you are 6'2"?
No. No. I'm not 6'2".
You're not 6'2". What does your shirt say? Books are your love language. Well, Bitcoin is my love language. You actually have a Bitcoin necklace that you wear everywhere. Is that correct?
No, I don't have a Bitcoin necklace. It's just the letter B because my name is Bethany, not Bitcoin.
Well, it turned me on when I thought it said Bitcoin. All right, hon, thank you for that. I love you. You can take this. The Wild and Watermelon Sweet Tea. Not really. I want some punch,
I gotta say, when I first saw those cans in the fridge, the sweet tea watermelon one,
they're not bad.
I was skeptical. I actually it might be my favorite because it's not carbonated.
Yeah. See, I like I love the carbonated. I like the punch of the carbonated.
Well, I tried the Power Punch this morning. Oh God, it hurt my teeth. It was too sweet.
The Power Punch?
Yeah.
I love
sweet.
Power Punch.
Too sweet.
Yeah. Oh, they say they don't like Crenshaw. Some people don't like Crenshaw. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. Everybody thinks it says Bitcoin, and it doesn't. It says it's B for Bethany, and I give her a hard time about it all the time. Bored Ape Yacht Club's ApeCoin surges 90% in second day of trading. Someone borrowed 5 Bored Apes to claim 1.5 million of ape. What is this?
I heard
they took advantage of. They used a flash loan to borrow 5 NFTs, claiming the airdrop and repaying the NFTs all in a single transaction. Wow, this is smart. When you can do stuff like this, this guy knows what he's doing. These are the smartest people in crypto that can take advantage of things like this. I don't have time to figure out how to do things like this. Well, I want this guy on my team. Let's try to find this. Creepy Ben talking to random women. That's my wife, you douche.
What is wrong with people?
What? That's not a random woman. Think I'd talk to a random woman like that, you weirdo. But someone found a way to claim the airdrop using NFTs that they did not initially known. Took advantage of the specific way the airdrop works to carry it out. And it was very effective, a very effective move that netted them 1.1 million. The trick was that the ApeCoin airdrop was not handed out based on a snapshot of who owned which Bored Ape at a specific time in the past. Instead, it was claimable. Golly, this is so crazy. I am so impressed with the guy that did this. If you can prove you're the guy who did this, I would love to talk to you. But you probably don't want to reveal yourself, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Because this is really fascinating. That's amazing. Great job on him. I mean, you take advantage of stuff, and it is what it is. So, pretty cool. All right, moving on. $1 million rock NFT sells for a penny and an all or nothing error. Oh, that's my favorite title. Cointelelie, you did such a great job there. Such a great job there. Frank King says, she may not be random, but you are creepy. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. Maybe you see me in your nightmares. Yeah, I'm not taking anybody's ish today. That's right. I don't take anybody's ish any day of the week. A simple mistake led one crypto user to sell his precious rock. Oh, man, what a crackhead, right? NFT for 441 Wei instead of 444 ETH, a tenth of a penny rather than 1.2 million. It was probably Justin Sun, to be honest with you. It's a hard rock life.
Man, this is a good article.
I can't. Who wrote this? This is my new favorite author. Joseph Hall. You are incredible. We salute you. You are the greatest author ever in the history of Cointelelie.
Filled with puns.
He probably loves my Cointelelie joke. He probably loves it, even though it's kind of not a joke. But he probably loves it. It's a hard rock life for one crypto user. A clumsy keystroke and the actions of a sniper bot caused $1 million mistake on March 10th. A rock valued at 444 Ether, 1.21 million, so over 444 Way, to a bot as the seller, Dino Dealer, confused Way, and ETH. In a tweet, the seller said, "In one click, my entire net worth of $1 million gone." Wow. That's his entire net worth was this rock. How did this rock sell for $1 million? Do you see this thing? It looks like a shark fin. It looks like a rock you would find when you're looking for arrowheads on the reservations around here. We got the Etowah Indian Mountains over here. It looks like some of you are looking for arrowheads. My grandpa, huge arrowhead collector, and you find a rock that looks like one but isn't really one.
Was that made on MS Paint?
Got to be, to be honest with you. Got to be. The bot snipe refers to bot snipers, which initially came into usage on auction site eBay. Because, you can buy NFTs on eBay. Did you know that?
I did not, actually.
Let's check that out, actually. Now, this is the kind of thing we do when TJ's gone. We just do whatever we want. Let's look for NFTs.
Let's buy one.
Search. Funko and Start Digital NFT. Funko, Star Trek NFT, common and original mint. Yeah, these are all NFTs down here. So I had actually heard you can buy these, on eBay. Not quite sure how it all works. Let's see.
Do you have to put in your address, or do you, like, when you buy the auction, do you get all the codes, the seed phrase, everything?
Oh, this is one from the Wax Street Fighter series. Is that a pack? Looks like it's a pack that you can buy. I wonder what the most expensive one you can buy on here is. Let's sort them by price. Sort them by price. This is interesting. Best match, price, highest first. Legendary Cipher Tipper 50 NFTs compilation, $10,000. NFTs on stacks.
What is that? Some
Bitcoin NFTs right there if you're interested in that. Donald Trump NFTs. I mean, nothing really. You don't have any prime NFTs over here, it looks like. So, Alien Octopus NFT creation service. This is where they make the NFTs for you. People trying to make NFTs on here. Pretty interesting. Okay, well, there you go. You can buy these there. Moving on. Now, I'm going to tell you, this story right here really pisses me off. Like, really made me angry yesterday. I said on Twitter, this person should be drawn and quartered, the three guys behind this. Coinbase facing lawsuit over unlicensed crypto asset sales. 3 Coinbase users are attempting to sue the company over 79 crypto tokens listed on the platform. They may be considered securities, and therefore the sales could be deemed unlawful, and according to the suit. The trio of basically 3 of the biggest douches in the history of the world, 3 of the biggest money grabbers in the history of the world, 3 people that are trying to make sure that your assets that you own are registered as securities. These guys are scum of the earth. They should get absolutely zero support from the crypto community. Christopher Underwood, Louis Oberlander, and Henry Rodriguez. These 3 guys, oh my gosh, Henry Rodriguez. Wasn't that the guy's name from The Sandlot?
Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Benny Rodriguez. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not Henry.
Thank goodness it's right.
I've got a dog named Henry, and frankly, I'm pissed off about that right now after reading this guy's name. They filed the class action last week when the district court in the Southern District of New York, also known as the douchiest district in the history of the world, they claim that everyone who has purchased any of these assets should be reimbursed for trading losses to $5 million collectively. So what does this mean? This means that if they win this suit, and these are eventually considered to be securities, which are basically every coin listed on Coinbase outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, then you basically, if you use Coinbase, you probably deserve like $7. That's what you'll get. That's what you get. When the class action lawsuit is all settled, you'll probably get like $7 in the mail if this were to go through, which it will absolutely not. Change your dog's name? I would consider it, to be honest with you. They claim that everyone should be able to get trading losses up to $5 million collectively, how many users does Coinbase have? Let's look.
Millions. You might not
How
even get a
many
buck.
users does Coinbase have? Let's see. Let's do this math here. Approximately 89 million verified users.
You're going to get 25
So
cents.
actually what this breaks down to is you would get back 50 cents. You would get 50 cents in this class action lawsuit.
That's-
50 cents.
These guys are fun at parties, I'm sure.
I have a lot of things I would like to say about these guys and a lot of things that I suggest should be done to these guys, but I think I will get thrown off of YouTube for it. So saying they should be drawn and quartered on Twitter was even a little risky, but they absolutely should. They say Rodriguez has ties to Gensler. It would not surprise me. Would not surprise me at all. Let's see here. A list of cryptos is long and includes Polkadot, Dogecoin, basically everything, XRP, of course. The plaintiffs claim the Coinbase should have registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Oh, I missed that BSC story somehow. We'll have to go back to that. Okay. However, this would entail major regulatory and reporting obligations. Additionally, the SEC has dragged its feet on regulating and categorizing crypto assets. The U.S. government is still a long way off producing any semblance of regulatory framework. They mentioned Gary Gensler in his recent comments on Coinbase's registration status. These are the comments. He told the Senate Banking Committee Coinbase had not registered with the SEC, even though they have dozens of tokens that may be securities. That Gensler, he's another one that needs something happening to him too. This guy should be fired. And I believe after the XRP lawsuit, he will be removed. I don't think there's any question about it.
How can we do that as like a community rally together and get someone fired? You know, like sign a petition. We're the people. He works for us.
Yeah, I'm sure the government. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, he works for us. You know, president works for us too. Your local politicians, they work for you too. They don't work for themselves. You know, they don't work for the lobbyists or the big banks. Let's open our eyes, folks, to what's going on here. It's unlikely this lawsuit will go to trial or even get further than this initial filing. Previous similar lawsuits have amounted to very little, and we do know the XRP class action lawsuit did go pretty far. I don't know where it stands right now. I think it's waiting to see what happens with the suit. Last year, it was reported that 5 proposed class actions against crypto companies were voluntarily dismissed in New York federal court. As the crypto community, we should sue these 3 guys. Yeah. That's what we should do. We should sue these 3 guys for intentionally and maliciously trying to harm our portfolios, because that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. My gosh. I just can't really put into words without getting banned from YouTube on what I really feel about these 3 guys. I would really like to say and do a lot of things. Trigger a lot of actions would be good. Let's see here. Coinbase continues listing. They listed ApeCoin yesterday, which I'm sure you guys do know that. And now available on Coinbase. Token saw massive volatility. We saw the same thing with Uniswap. You know, we saw Uniswap basically very quickly get listed onto an exchange as well. It was on Coinbase within a few hours of that happening. Here it is. So let's move back to the previous story here. Binance Smart Chain surpassed Ethereum transactions by 120 million in February. Pretty interesting, because in February, that was when we really started seeing when we really started seeing the volume for NFTs go down on OpenSea, which of course is Ethereum driven. Here it says Ethereum took a further step back in total transactions in February. Its Binance Smart Chain saw a 378% increase in transactions. Last month proved to be a tough month for the Ethereum blockchain, largest chain in TVL. Managed to record approximately 32 million transactions. To readers that do not know much about blockchain technology space, this figure is impressive when compared to total transactions. With that said, Ethereum took a hit in terms of transaction counts in February. Total transaction counts by the end of January 2022 was 36.8 million. It means 4 million was wiped off January's figure, an 11% decrease. Let's see. I want to talk about Binance Smart Chain, though. What is it going here? Although Ethereum managed to record 32 million, Binance Smart Chain managed to record 156 million. Of course, much, much, much cheaper transaction fees. After being affected by a bearish engulfing candle in the early days last month, Russia's invasion of Ukraine towards the end of the month of February deepened the bearish cycle. BSC saw transactions decrease from 18% from January 2022. Let's see here. Pancake Swap and Uniswap, the two biggest chains, or the two biggest parts, ecosystems in those respective chains. So why? I'm not concerned about the drop in Ethereum transactions. I want to know why BSC is doing so many. It doesn't really say anything in this article about that. I'm very curious what the audience thinks. Why is Binance Smart Chain suddenly getting so many more transactions than Ethereum? So somebody just watched the very opening of the show when I was talking about DZ filling it up. I see that nice comment. You can tell how slow people are in the chat. Like, you can tell when someone just started watching the video and they're making comments on things that were like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's just pretty funny. There's nothing wrong with it. We'll come watch a show whenever you want to come watch a show. But, okay. Is it Ben today?
We got another just tuning in.
Just tuning in. All right, let's talk about that skank, the banking broad, Elizabeth Warren. Oof. Can't stand this lady. If you like Elizabeth Warren, I don't want you to watch my show. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you like Elizabeth Warren, if you think she's positive for politics, for the government, for crypto, then you should stop watching the show because you're low IQ and I don't want you here. I'm going to be honest with you. How hairy is my back? That's a great question.
Should we bring Bethany up for that?
I'm actually doing laser hair removal on my back. It was never very hairy to begin with, but we're getting rid of all back hair. That's going to be my biggest flex. So you can see my Falcons tattoo, which, by the way, supposedly Sean Watson going to the Falcons. Not even going to really make comments on that at this point. Well, what do you say?
I've got a question.
Great football player.
Yeah, I got a question for Q&A.
Okay.
Lined up about that. So
you do?
So let's leave that.
Perfect. All right. Elizabeth Warren crypto bill. That nobody likes controlling people better than Elizabeth Warren. Yesterday, during the Senate Banking Committee hearing on digital assets and crime, U.S. Senator who's been a proponent of preventing sanction evasion using crypto introduced a bill she believes will effectively achieve her aims of things that are impossible. Senator Elizabeth, the banking broad Warren, has been a strong proponent of preventing Russia from evading sanctions using crypto. She took her desire to the next level by introducing a bill, the Digital Asset Sanctions Compliance Enhancement Act. DASKIA.
Wow.
The bill was introduced during a Senate hearing on the role of digital assets in illicit finance. Remember, guys, 0.1%. 1 out of every 1,000 transactions that occurs goes towards something illegal. And here's what I would ask you. Do you believe, I want you to think about ATM transactions. Do you believe that more than 1 out of 1,000 or less than 1 out of 1,000 ATM transactions for cash are used to buy drugs with?
More.
Way more. There's no question about it. Back when I was living my worst life 15 years ago and 15 to 20 years ago, that was all my ATM transactions pretty much back then. That's how you get cash, right?
That's it, man.
The US dollar, number one. Let me say this again. I've said this many times before, and I want to say it again. The Mexican drug cartel has $500 billion in cash, in USD cash. Okay, let's put this into perspective. That's why the old banking broad, she don't want to talk about real facts here. Let's put this into perspective, guys. If the Mexican drug cartel created a stable coin based on their holdings, it would be the number 2 crypto in the world behind Bitcoin. And it would actually be about 66% of Bitcoin's value. Think about that. That means that if Bitcoin dropped another like 30%, if Bitcoin dropped to, let's say $18,000 or something like that, the Mexican drug cartel stable coin would be the number 1 coin in the world.
You think they would just call it cartel coin?
Cartel coin. Yeah, they call it cartel. Not to be confused with Cartesia coin.
Oh, that's funny.
So here we go. Illicit finance. I absolutely hate this lady. absolutely hate this lady. Where are we here with this? Here we go. According to Senator Warren, crypto provides a new payment option for criminals and cheats. And cheats. Who says cheats? Not even my grandma says cheats. This is like your great-grandma's great-grandma. That's where her thinking is. And it's how those who attack our systems with ransomware collect their money with the least risk they will be caught. She also added that, in fact, according to one of our witnesses who's here with us today, about 3/4 of the money collected in ransomware attacks last year went to Russia-linked actors. Don't discount that. That's probably true. Furthermore, she believes that the crisis in Ukraine has underscored the need for more transparency in the blockchain space. According to her, this is the reason why she's introducing the bill. It's co-sponsored by 10 other senators, including Senator Mark Warner, another trashy guy. The Democratic senator, isn't Mark Warner? Hold on here a second. Let me check on something. Yeah. Mark Warner. Mark Warner. The guy that got caught no, it's not that guy. It's not that guy. I'm thinking of Eric Swalwell. He's the guy that got caught having an affair with a literal Chinese spy.
Yeah. And
they didn't remove him from his committees that he was on. I think he's a congressman. Now, Mark Warner kind of looks like him. That's why I said it. They look kind of similar. Mark Warner's a little bit older. Mark Warner's like Eric Swalwell in like 15 years. Anyways. In a statement during the hearing, Mark Warner's from Virginia, the Democratic senator there. Remember this, guys. Remember, they want to divide you. They want this to be a Republican versus Democrat issue. Let's see. Jonathan Levin, co-founder for Chainalysis, one of the most sold-out, shameful companies in the history of crypto. Itzy Boss, well, can't wait to party in Miami. That's right. We'll be there. Our current assessment is that Russian SDNs are more likely to channel a greater portion of funds through traditional money laundering means, the Russian laundromat scheme, or through the use of alternative currencies and payment networks than through digital assets. So even though Chainalysis is a totally sold out company to the government trying to sabotage crypto, they still even tell you, well, yeah, but they're still doing traditional money laundering with cash. When is this banking broad going to get it through her dense skull? Crypto's not the enemy, it's your friend. There's a good chance that this very issue of crypto over the next 4 to 8 years is what will eventually, thank God we can all pray, oust Elizabeth Warren from power. This woman deserves absolutely zero power.
Her and Pelosi need to go.
Well, Pelosi's gone. She already said this is her last term.
Oh, great.
She's done. Pelosi's done. That's why she said, I have no problem with making it to where current U.S. senators and congressmen cannot trade digital assets or stocks because she's leaving.
Yeah.
That's why. Greatest investor in the history of the world, Nancy Pelosi. So this whole thing is shameful, and I just hate that these are things we got to cover because it's absolutely asinine. It's a farce. XRP Army, where you at? Where are you at, XRP Army?
Hit that like if you're in the XRP Army.
Smash that like button if you are into XRP, if you want to know what's going on with it. And what about that's a funny comment, Eki Hade. I will not repeat it, but it is pretty funny because same. What I will say here is about XRP, we got big Ripple news coming from the channel, and very excited about it. We'll be announcing some of this stuff, but if you are in the XRP community, if you're in the NFT community, if you have been waiting for a time to shine, then we've got that coming for you guys. And really excited to make these announcements. I feel like Justin Sun right now. Making announcements of the announcement.
The announcement of the announcement. I love it.
Absolutely. All I'm going to say is we're going to be partying. We're going to be partying big time. All right. Willow Wilkie says she has problems stringing sentences together because she's always drunk. That's probably true. We all know she likes to drink beer. Have you seen that video?
I thought she was a wino.
No, you've not seen the beer video?
No, I haven't.
So when she was campaigning for president, and she was trying to seem like young and hip, and so she had like these like custom craft beers or something like that, and I think they were cans. I don't think they were Coors Light or something like that. And she was like, it was so obvious that she was just trying to show that she's cool, you know. And she was like, "Well, I'm just here with my husband. I'm having a beer." just having a beer. Having a beer. Oh, yep, just here with my beer. Like she said it like 700 times. It's really hilarious. Ligma Ball. You got me. Ligma Balls says XRPL NFTs. That's all I'll say. Maybe. All right. XRP, RippleNet, listed as direct alternative to SWIFT by Arab Monetary Group. I have told you the Middle East is extremely interested in XRP. They're going to be part of the reason why this thing is going to absolutely moon. There's like no place that has more money than the Middle East, I think. Don't you think that's true?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All that oil money.
Oil money, it's very expensive. An advisory group from the Arab Monetary Fund has listed RippleNet as a direct alternative to SWIFT. The Arab Regional FinTech Working Group has recently released a practical guide for Arab central banks looking to understand the nuances of the burgeoning digital assets market. And I just want to say this. Here's a tweet from Wrath of Kahneman. This is the Central Bank's Digital Currencies, a practical guide for Arab central banks. They're talking about RippleNet here, as you can see, putting it right up there with SWIFT. This is what I want to say. You guys know those... those boys, those guys, those men's from Altcoin Daily. They hate XRP. They really do. They want it to fail. Now, I love them. They're great guys. But you can just tell, like, they don't like it. They don't want banks to use it. And I don't think, it's not that they want you to fail. They want you, if you're invested in XRP, to lose money. I don't think that's the case at all. But, like, they're always on the show, and they're always talking about, well, show me when a bank's using it. And that is such a common thing you hear from people outside of the XRP community. And this is what I'll tell you. It sounds very similar to 2012 or 2013. Mt. Gox crash. Nobody's going to use Bitcoin. Who's using it? Who's using Bitcoin right now? Show me a bank that's using Bitcoin. Show me an institution that's investing in Bitcoin. Show me companies that are adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. It didn't happen until it did. And when it did happen, it removed all that doubt, and all of those haters from early on, they look absolutely foolish. We are going to be on the right side of history, XRP Army. We are going to be on the right side of history. Do you want to be on the right side of the history, or do you want to hold on to talking points that are not even relevant today in 2022 about Ripple and just pray that maybe something will happen and you'll be right? You're going to be on the wrong side of history. And this doesn't mean, look, guys, XRP is a business to business, not XRPL, but XRP is business to business, is bank to bank. It's not like I have a choice in being able to send money through a bank in a decentralized way. It's going to be through a centralized manner. So that's why even the talk of, the centralization issues with Ripple, they're not relevant. You're not supporting banks by investing in XRP. You're supporting your financial future. That's what you're supporting. So there we go. All right. Ripple's XRP is unique. The paper also specifically named Ripple XRP as a unique crypto insofar as it was one of the first designed primarily for payments, including direct link to Ripple's Future of CBDC report, where they talked about crypto assets being labeled speculative stores of value. Let's see here. In reviewing recent global developments, the advisory group specifically mentioned ECB's digital euro project, which Ripple is going to be a member of the Digital Euro Association, or they already are, showing there's probably very good ties between Ripple and that CBDC that will be coming. And then we got this story here. Ripple names 5 jurisdictions that have acknowledged XRP is a currency. In a recent interview, Ripple, I want to get Brad Garlinghouse on the channel. We need to try to make this happen. I would love to talk about, I would love to talk with Brad, honestly. I'm just going to start calling him Brad. Brad G.
Do you think that he could do that while the case is ongoing, or would he have?
Yeah, he's done interviews.
Okay.
He loves getting the information out there.
That's a good point. Brad, if you're watching, come on the show.
Crypto R Us hates XRP too. He does. A lot of people do. TJ does. I've turned him a little bit. But I just think you're just taking advantage of the big money here, like JH says, or go up a little bit. Somebody said that. Right there. Kevin Corona. He said, take advantage of big money. That's what you're doing when you're investing in XRP. You're taking advantage of the future. we're not playing a role in that. Like, it's not like by you not investing in XRP, you're playing a role to keep banks from being able to transfer money. Like, wake up. You're not. Regardless of whether you like banks or not, being able to take advantage of a software, of a user interface that's going to allow them to transfer money more quickly and solve problems that have been around since the 70s, like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Like, that's not a bad thing. Look, do you think banks are just going to go away? You think Goldman Sachs is going to go away? No, they're going to adapt to the future. They're going to adapt to the world of crypto, to what we're seeing, what they're doing. The number one thing you need to be thinking about is how do you set yourself up to keep yourself safe from a great reset, from some kind of worldwide catastrophe? How can you set yourself up personally? And then we fight the battles. We fight the battles against centralization. We're not friendly with banks here, but no, by no stretch of the imagination are we friendly to banks. We hate banks. Mm-hmm. We want them all to fail. But we're also dealing with a mixture of ideology and realism. That's why we swim with the whales, because we know where this is all going. Banks aren't failing tomorrow. The US dollar's not failing tomorrow. It's 40 to 50 years down the road. That's the time frame I'm looking at for the US dollar, for looking at Bitcoin moving to the world reserve currency. This ain't gonna be quick. Let's try to make as much money as we can and reach financial freedom and financial sovereignty for ourselves and for our families before we get there. How about that? That's what we're trying to do here. That's why we're investing in XRP. So, all right. Let's see here. SEC announced December 20th about the SEC, blah, 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 blah. Kevin Chen, an attorney at Homiak Law, LLC, took to Twitter to explain how the defense works, how Ripple's using it. Let's see. Do they actually mention these areas? The only country in the world that considers XRP the digital asset that Ripple uses in our technology stack, the only country in the world that thinks XRP could be a security is the United States. We work successfully in the UK, Switzerland, Japan, United Arab Emirates, Singapore. All these countries have acknowledged XRP as a currency because that's how it's used. We want the US to be the leader in the new growing critical innovative industry. Like the internet 20 years ago, we need regulatory clarity, and the SEC is really just coming out and saying, we are going to file lawsuits, enforcement. We're not going to provide clear rules so that people know how to operate as other countries have done. That's why the SEC is despicable. The worst organization, along with the NSA, in the United States, the SEC. Most corrupt organization in the United States outside of the NSA is the SEC. Maybe more so, actually. All right, let's check out some just some headlines here. Phantom sees 42,000% growth in smart contract deployment, trying to balance out, from Andre Cronje leaving the foundation. 600 million SHIB burned and 5 transfers by Shiba Inu fans, trying to get some momentum going. Russia's Sberbank obtains crypto license from central bank. So that's big news because they were just talking about banning crypto. EU watchdogs issuing joint warning against crypto risk. We got government recovers and returns more than $500,000 in Bitcoin stolen from a Coinbase user. That is awesome. That's a great story right there. Victim uses a retirement fund to buy Bitcoin, transferred 12.16 Bitcoin to an imposter's account. They flagged the transaction as potential elder financial fraud, which led to the successful recovery of the coins. Well, that is great news. That's great news for anyone who's ever had their money stolen in crypto transactions. Dubai holding massive crypto exposition. We were actually supposed to go to that, but had some scheduling conflicts, unfortunately. Coinbase adding support for Solana. 10 most downloaded crypto apps. We got, you see how they changed from 2020 to 2021. Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase. The reason why Coinbase moved down is because everybody already has it. Trust Wallet, eToro moved down, which is good. They suck. MetaMask, Blockchain.com gone. They're, adequate at best. Coinbase Wallet is a really good wallet. I suggest people download that. You have your private keys there. It is self-custody. eToro, CoinMarketCap, which surprising in 2020 it was not up. CoinSwitch, CoinCDX. So pretty good. All right, let's move on to Q&A here.
All right, I just got 2.
Yeah.
We'll ask the merch one first from Crispy. When are the awesome new sweatshirts coming in?
Great question. Do you have the answer?
Soon.
Soon.
I know the website's being built, and I know David is working on all the merch stuff. soon is the answer.
Yeah,
we just did a photo shoot, so it's like happening.
Yeah, so it's happening. We're working on the back end of stuff. Once we get it up, it'll be up and everything will be out. So it should be pretty soon.
Perfect. And then this is a sports question, which I love. How will you feel when Matt Ryan goes to the Colts and Deshaun Watson goes to the Saints?
Definitely can speak on Matt Ryan going to the Colts, which I have actually believed for 3 years he was going to end his career on the Colts. I don't know why. It just makes sense to me. It seems like a good team that fits his abilities. I think if Matt Ryan goes to the Colts, I think they are instantly a top 4 team in the AFC. I think the Colts are a really good team. They've just had quarterback problems for several years now. Matt Ryan, huge upgrade over Carson Wentz, no doubt about that. Huge upgrade over Phillip Rivers, who they had a few years ago at the very last year of his career. Matt Ryan is still a great quarterback, and I wish him luck wherever he goes. Some people are also saying potentially Browns for Matt Ryan, which I think would also be a good fit for him, to be honest. Good running game. He did best when Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman were crushing it in the running game. Michael Turner was crushing in the running game. Sean Watson to the Falcons. So that is something that looks like it's happening. It's not 100% yet, but there are a lot of indications we are who he is choosing. He has pushed back against all of the accusations against him. I'm not, with a good conscience, going to sit up here and say that I believe 100% there's not smoke or there's not fire where there's a lot of smoke. Sure, something inappropriate happened, but, so I'm probably not going to be wearing a Deshaun Watson jersey. Probably won't be buying one, for quite some time, maybe 4 or 5 years down the road. We'll see what happens. From a football perspective, he is a really, really, really great player, and I would just do anything almost for the Falcons to be exciting again. Certainly not looking forward to all of the blowback that comes from him coming to the Falcons, but either going to the Falcons or the Saints, I mean...
We don't like the Saints.
We hate the Saints. So it's hard. This is one of those issues where I'm very torn about it because it's one of these from a football perspective. Makes 100%. If these allegations didn't exist, I'd be more excited than anything in the world if Deshaun Watson was coming to the Falcons. But obviously, as a public, facing person here, got to be careful what I say on the other stuff because I'm definitely, if you would have asked me before all this stuff was happening, would I have wanted him? I probably would have said no. But then the reality of it comes, and now it looks like he's coming here and trying to stay positive about it. But, yeah, definitely not happy about that side of things for sure. So, you can see, even if we do win a Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson, you can already see the questions and the problems and the angles and the narratives. Ben Roethlisberger was able to recover from his stuff for the most part, but even at the end of his career, still people were, saying a lot of stuff about him. And it's very sad all the way around, whatever happened. I don't know what happened. I wasn't in those 22 rooms. It's a lot of rooms. A lot of rooms. I definitely think there is some piling on and probably some false accusations within that. I don't know anything that happened one way or the other, so I can't, to be able to say, like, he's innocent or he's guilty, I think is really crazy. But obviously, the more accusations that go against a person, I would say probably the more likely that there is some fire there with some smoke. So, comes to Atlanta, we're I'm a person of second chances. We'll have to see how it all shakes down. So we'll see what happens there. It's what do you think?
Go Bears. That's what I think.
What would you think if he was coming to the Bears and you didn't have Justin Fields? Harrison High School. I went to high school, same place Justin Fields went.
I feel the exact same way that you did. I'd be like, great, he's a great player. Do I like his off-field antics? No, not at all. Am I going to get a jersey? No. But
it sucks because we don't. Especially when we lose A.J. Terrell, which some people are saying we're going to in this trade. There's almost my Calvin Ridley jersey's no good. My Matt Ryan jersey ain't going to be any good. At least I got Kyle Pitts jersey. So
it's all about the Deion Sanders jersey, man.
All about Deion. I got a Deion jersey. I got a Ray Buchanan jersey. Got my Ray Boo. I want an Andre Rison jersey, but I've yet to find one in my size. So there you go. We talked a lot of sports here at the end of the show.
I like that.
But very big thing happening here. And also Freddie Freeman leaving the Braves, going to the Dodgers. Good luck to him where he goes. I will tell you this. I have very good information. Braves never actually offered him a contract, and it was all smoke and mirrors.
Wow.
From what I hear, Freemans are devastated that they are leaving Atlanta. So I'm going to wish Freddie nothing but good luck. I won't say anything else ever negative about Freddie Freeman. He's a great player for the Braves, and we'll miss him greatly here in Atlanta. But also, we do have him replaced. We've got a good player, Matt Olson, who's a hometown product here, so it is what it is. All right, guys, thanks for watching the BitBoy Sports Show. We appreciate you. Obviously, we're very passionate about that. XRP Army, we appreciate you. If you're in the XRP Army, make sure to smash that like button on your way out. That's all we got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.